getting somewhere. Got the roads, we got the waterways, we got the Africa boundaries. What do we need? Counties. This is basically what will be adding more layers to make our picture clear. Now, nothing else needs to be done. Nothing extra technical besides the fact that you will have to choose the layer you want, the appropriate layer, and drop it in. So I got for counties, this is the most recent file I have for the Liberian counties. With that drag and drop it. So the thing about layers, the layer that you currently on, as soon as you click to add another layer, they will place it over it. So just now we were focusing on water, right? As soon as we added county, they put county over water. So let's edit county too. I'm gonna change the symbol behind county. Let me make the county line in blue, green, black. Reduce the size, it's looking too big. Then let's show the county name. Apply. Going somewhere now, right? We can see our points are displayed over the map of Liberia. You can see that most of our points are within Montserrado, a couple of them in Magibi. Once you can get your students to understand this concept, you've covered what we want. So let's just do small more practice. So we got KCGIS training. What are these points? We're seeing a point, but what do they mean? Deep down in my head, I know all that my teacher location, but I can't tell you who's where, who's not where. If I think hard on where some of the guys I know personally send their points from, these points don't serve me well at all. So when you want to open the information to understand what all there, you go to open attribute table. Now that I've opened this attribute table, I'm seeing everything now. I got a name, I got a country of origin, I got an address, I got a location. So what I realized is I need the names. I don't need to display location detail. I need to display who submitted. I will show the phone names. I know which point is associated with who. So enter your name. Double click on it. I want label it. Which label am I using? QGIS will always default to no label because they won't make your map all confusing with sort of writing. You will choose what you want to put there. I want single label and it should be enter your name. The AI behind this application is pretty good. The first thing that you can think about to use as label that's something that related to name. So it will check. So name already there, no need for me to change anything. I hit apply. Now I got everybody name. I'm like, okay. I got Emmanuel Giddings Jr. and James Colley in my GB. I got Jerry Kegbe. I got Akitela, Alexander Cole, all of them around at Chicotown, Somalia Drive, Nizo side there. I got Isaac C. Alfred Wire, Trobek, Aliyah Broswell, the inner Sinco to Intown Bell. I got Maxwell Sonkale, Samuel Harris, J. Howard Johnson, Sawe Kennedy, John Debbie Togba, that whole group on the Pinsville side. So this is the type of information you are able to gather just using your cell phone and make key decisions. And so what we'll do with our students is build them the form that they will carry out as the project and the assignment. Those forms, they will be doing actual work and collecting data. Those forms will be shared with you either the day you begin your class, or when we show that you will be there during that class, we'll share with you that information, or we'll share with you the weekend before classes begin. Which, if it's this weekend, then we'll have to share with you Saturday or Sunday. Let's keep our fingers crossed and understand that there's a lot of technical things that are slowing things down, but we will just keep preparing ourselves. Uh, the next phase of QGIS is to build a map. You already now design it, but you want to show it on paper. That's where you come to this new print layout. When you click on that, you hit enter. Create print layout. They're telling you to enter a unique title. Don't do it. They will give you automatic title. Don't stress yourself trying to create unique title. That print layout save in the background. Now, these buttons on the side, you will see it in our curriculum. This one to help you move the item. This one too. This one pen, this one move, same difference. This one, it helps you to move the content of the item that you put there. And this one I only use for maps. Because I won't be moving any other content too much. So let me show you what I mean. Click on this to add map. As far as you drag this thing, that where the map will start. It's up to you how you want the map to be. So it gives you a map. Right now, what our map doing? It's showing up Monserrato people. You're not showing up Margibi, right? So go back, you click on move item content. You can adjust it, you can drag it down to see if you will bring the Margibi people in. As you're dragging it down, you make sure you want nobody to go missing. You drag it and you notice that it's still not showing. Then you can zoom. You make it small. You see everybody now. So now we see everybody and we know that yeah, our teaching force is heavy right around, let's say, from 72nd to ELWA Junction to bypass. That's where we have it at, right? Get your map like this. It's not finished. A proper map has a few things on it. So now we see the map. We want what we call a legend. The legend explains to you what are the contents of the map. So that it will went for yeah. Legend. You can change the name of anything on that thing. So KC, I want to say GIS because we're just doing GIS data collection. We shouldn't fool the people that we're actually training in GIS. Digital survey trainers, teaching them digital survey and GIS data collection. This extra part they're showing them how to display it on Kobo is great, but you can't expect them to really grasp it in a space of 2 weeks. People like Bureau County lines, major waterways, Liberia roads, the one number. So let me just do roads. And the Africa boundaries. For the Africa boundaries, we hardly seeing it, right? Because we so focus on these two countries in Liberia when seeing any of the neighboring countries, right? So we go like this. The other part I'm about to do is a little bit technical. You click on grids. So what I'm trying to do right now is show the map in a frame that has coordinates. Nobody really knows where you are if you just show small information. But you can also be able to make sure that people can discover where you are if you put coordinates on your map. You could have a sheet, a separate sheet in the background with all the points, the coordinates, or you could just add a grid on your map. The grid will put coordinates all over your map. So what do? You make sure you back on this one. Click on that button. Then you click on the layer that you want to edit so that the map, click on the map. And you see the map selected, scroll down, then go to grids, add grid, grid there, but nothing, ain't got no information, so ain't really there. When you finish adding it without plus, then you click on modify. Now, on grid is showing on the map now. I'm finished with where A, I'm go anywhere you with A. I just want to put this thing in frame so it can be lost. The legend. Put a legend in frame and give it title. Okay, legend sitting down there now. Back to our grid. When you click on the map, you gotta scroll down again, you find grid. Judge, ain't see your grid one there. Don't add new grid. Oh. You modify that single grid. The line was too thick, so I just reduced the color of it. I want the line style. I click on line style and I reduce the opacity. I mean, if it's opaque, the whole thing will be thick and black. Opaque, that thing that you can see through, right? So reducing it, making it see through small. Hmm? So now you're not all over the map confusing all with all those lines. Some both can face grade, they don't show the line. So now I want to put a frame there. I'm sure you not see map like this before with that black and white, black and white, black and white line. Hmm? Then we do draw coordinates. What the coordinate will do, it will put point to each of these grid lines. When you say draw coordinates, they will put a GPS location for each of these grid lines. So they're about to do it. So when you hit draw coordinates, they will draw it. It's up to you how you want to set it up. First of all, I noticed that the writing all outside. So I want to reduce the map small. Use the map small so we can get space. I'll go back to my grids. It's hard to do it. You click on the grid again, continue to modify. But once you finish modifying it, it's there. It doesn't move again. This area is by your choice. This area here is showing you the whole coordinate set that it has drawn. You see the same thing are up, the same thing is down. The same numbers up here, the same numbers down here. So for me, I don't like to repeat it. The bottom, I turn it off. The same thing with the left and right. 6.400, 6.400, 6.5, something, 6.5, 6.3. We don't want them right there. So we can remove the one from so. We move the right. Then the left, we can also adjust it. That you see that six, all the six, all the six still a little bit hanging outside. We can adjust it by reducing the map, or we can also just change how it's lined up. So now it's going like this. Everything said. This is our map. We have a picture up behind there. We have a legend that explains what all on the picture. We got a grid around it. We're almost there. Every map needs a north arrow. And not everybody know Mark Gibby, Monserrato, Liberian Grand Pastor. So they need to know what is the direction of this map. So this arrow is telling them that when you're going straight up to the north, so that you can understand that Monrovia says to the west of Margibi, but you can also see that parts of Margibi is at the north of Monserrato. So you just this little north arrow helps you to explain a lot. Then you put your scale. The scale explains to you how big this picture is compared to real life. Now what is scale explaining to you? The scale is trying to say on this picture, on this particular picture here, on this picture, this distance from 0 to 5, it represents 5 kilometers of space on the actual ground. So that why a scale just there to help people understand the size of the map. So you got enough arrow, you got a scale. Then your map needs a title, right? You can add text. Add text there. Example. Give it some kind of name. You can change the font. You can do many things to this. Hmm? You can go inside, there's text now. You put background there because why? I don't want to be seeing the water passing up behind my map title. So I'll go to the title, make it center, put background there. Okay, so now you see you got a white background, so we can see the water interfering in a particular space. We can also put frame around it. And just like that, this is your basic map. It tells you a lot of basic information that helps you understand what's on the picture. The north arrow, the scale, the title, the legend, those three things are important. Now, when you actually become a professional cartographer and you actually doing this, you will know that you don't want to make maps without letting people know the dates. So you put a date, you can add one more text box to put a date and to put your name as the person who did the map. Basically, this is it. There will be another video on groups. There will be another video on CRS. Looking at this to be like 2 hours or less. This particular video, when I do the other two, it will probably carry us to about 3 hours in total of videos. But because of how technical things can get and how many questions you will be having to field from your students, you will realize that the 2 weeks to go over to play 3 hours of video and show people how to actually do it, that 2 weeks will seem short. But we'll be here to support you always. Once you got a map like this, you can send it out. You can make it a picture. You can export it as picture. You can export it as PDF. You can export it as SVG. SVG is just some other heavier picture file. Um, we can save this layout, save as template. Why am I saving it as template? I will show you. I hit save. It's already saved, sitting down there. It got all my stuff on it. No problem. I can export it now as picture. So this is not our photo. This is a different place. This is some other work. We got our photo on the desktop. KC QGIS. So it has saved my map as an image. I can go and find it. This is our opening now in our image viewer. See how big it is. Imagine if somebody printed this on a bigger sheet. So it paints a picture, we see it. Yeah. We can play with it as much as we please, change the colors to whatever will satisfy us. But at the end of the day, we got to make sure that you are giving people accurate information on what is there. So you got to show them the skill, got to show them some kind of grid, you got to show them the north arrow, and you give them a legend to explain what's there. Somebody can see the green thing here and the blue thing here. They might conclude quick enough to say, oh, the blue that water, but the green might completely confuse them. Surely, if they know about like Pipiran counties, so you tell them, say the green line are like the Rock County lines. Hmm? Thank you for your time. That should be 2 hours. I am taking a break. I gotta focus on some other work. I will get back to your videos later on today. I will send you the one on grouping using the computer, and then send you one explaining about CRS in QGIS. Thank you very much. I hope this helps. Ooh, I didn't save my project yet, which is not really necessary. We can go over this again. I mean, I already have a project that shows something similar. But yeah, when you're working, you please save your project.